Hi, I'm Joshua Burkhart, a life coach and a hypnotist, and I'm here today to answer any questions you might have about working with me. But first and foremost, I wanted to congratulate you for taking yet another step on your path of transformation, finding and researching the resources that you need for your own healing, growth, and evolution into who you were meant to be. So for this video, I'm going to answer the questions of where, when, and how we would work with each other. As for where, right here. I work with all my clients over phone and Skype, which allows you to work with me from the comfort of your home, wherever you are in the United States. As for when, you schedule on a calendar that I have availabilities open on all throughout the week. I've never had a problem scheduling a client. I have always been able to find times that work best for you. As for how, we work together through holistic behavioral coaching. So we'll work together meeting once a week for behavioral coaching and then using hypnosis to support the process, working on everything from nutrition to mindfulness practices to going over and identifying what are stressors in your life, what are triggers in your life, and how best we can create behavioral change to promote the healthiest, most self-empowered you. Now, as far as why you would work with me, you would work with me if you want to create long-lasting, positive change in your life, if you want to experience your own personal transformation. I work with people on a whole variety of issues, from losing weight to overcoming stress and anxiety to overcoming the effects of bipolar. I've even worked with clients who are wrestling with cancer, helping them overcome the pain and the emotional trauma they experience they were having, and when they beat cancer, helping them gather their vitality, their enthusiasm for life, and create a new vision for what they can do with their life. I work with people holistically, and so my clients come to me for one thing or another, but what they all share in common is that they all have a vision that they want to transform in every area of their life because they know that the mind and body are connected. They know that whatever habit they want to give up or whatever habit they want to develop, it is all interconnected with everything from the way they sleep and how great a night's sleep they get, to what they eat, to their mindfulness practices or lack thereof, and all the behaviors in their life. And so I work with clients on the whole picture, mind, body, and for those who incorporate a spiritual practice in their life, we incorporate that too. And we incorporate the conscious and unconscious levels of thinking and responding to the environment. So as far as why you would want to work with me, if you want to create change, long-lasting change and transformation in every area of your life, recognizing that they're all interconnected, then you'll work with me. Now, as far as who you are and who you want to be, I'm going to take off my glasses, actually. I'm going to look at you eye to eye, right? The eyes are often talked about as being the wells of the soul, and what I really want to invoke right now is to challenge you to look deep into your soul. Who are you, and who do you want to be? Clients come to me for a whole number of reasons, right? From weight loss to quitting smoking, overcoming anxiety. But what they all experience is that their transformation is on so many different levels beyond just what they came to me for. And that's because we're working on their life holistically. We're working on every aspect of the life, and we're working on the conscious and unconscious mind. So people experience amazing transformation. One client, for instance, she came to me for weight loss. Within a couple months, she was relating in healthier ways to everyone in her family, everyone who she interacted with. She told me one day proudly that she stood up to her brother-in-law for the first time in her life, right? She started relating to herself in new, healthy ways, giving herself permission to rest when she needed to rest, stopping herself from pushing herself into the point of injury, which is something that she used to do. Not only is she losing weight, but her relationship to herself and others has improved. Her anxiety is way, way down, and she's better able to manage her stress. Another client I started working with, she came to me for lifelong anxiety. Every single morning, she would wake up in a panic attack, and her blood pressure was through the roof. Within 2 weeks, her blood pressure dropped 13 points, and the anxiety attacks were gone. We sat there and we asked, what are we going to work on now, right? And she was able to start to really think beyond what is my life without anxiety, right? She didn't know what that would be. She laughed and she told me, I never thought I would get here. I don't know. We took a couple weeks to brainstorm. We started working on her creative projects. We started working on her relationship to family members. We started working on her relationship to her mother. And she's growing and she's learning and she's experiencing what life is like beyond anxiety, right? What life is like when she's able to create the true her and express it. And that is what I want to challenge you to think about today. Not only who are you and who do you want to be, but what will you transform into when you release the old habits, the old ways of doing things, the old familiar ways, whether it be anxiety attacks or being overweight or being overly stressed out. What will you develop? What surprises will you discover when you release the old and make room for the new, healthy, vibrant, self-expressing you, room for your own transformation? And finally, who am I? Who's this guy who's been talking to you? Joshua Burkhart, life coach and hypnotist. And really, the reason why I seek out people to work with is because I have experienced a ton of my own transformation, right? I've had to overcome a lot of difficult challenges, from lead poisoning to overcoming a really nasty speech impediment that kept me from talking for years as a child, to overcoming bipolar, PTSD, and coming out of the closet, right, from a conservative Christian background, and exploring spirituality in this crazy, amazing world that we live in through a whole bunch of different facets. And along that journey of transformation, that journey of change and self-realization, I obsessed over finding everything I could to help create stability, help create transformation, personal growth, and healing. And I search for it from the latest, cutting edge science to old, obscure traditions and their practices. And I put it together and I've lived it. And I know that it works really well. And I've worked with other people who put it to use and it works for them really well too. And so I am creating a business wherein I get to help other people with their transformation, because I know how amazing and powerful it is to put together these tools to explore ourselves holistically, mind, body, and spirit, and to really grow and overcome our challenges as dynamic individuals. I'm trained and certified with the state of Oregon as a peer wellness specialist, a traditional healthcare worker, addictions mentor. I have a specialization with them in both addictions and mental health. I've taken trainings and I've been certified in both. On top of that, I worked for Positive Changes as a hypnotist and a life coach. I got a lot of training from them there. And I bring a lot of my own personal experience, my own personal research, academic work in drug and alcohol counseling, and also what I've learned from mentorships with rabbis and Buddhist teachers and shaman, a lot of mentorships with some pretty powerful, amazing spiritual people, and just my own life and what I've been able to work with as a peer of other people undergoing their own transformation. So I bring this to you as a resource and a catalyst for you in your own path of transforming and really discovering yourself. I hope to hear from you and look forward to working with you in the future. Have a great day.